this side, and what a side it has been. Christian Cullen, this Fijian team. We have seen so many wonderful highlights from them this weekend.
Yeah, they started off with a hiss and a roar on day one and just didn't find their feet or their game in that loss in their last game, but be reassured they will be ready for this one.
Tom Mitchell, the England captain, Garcia Kulini-Sau. Plenty of work from both of those players. Different skill sets that they each possess. Kulini-Sau, a big player. Tom Mitchell, he loves to control the tempo of a game. There are the starting lineups for both of these sides in confirmation there. Just 4 on the bench for England with Bowen out. Carpentier, Rodwell, Wellington, Wilson, Davis, Bibby and Cowell. Against Virimalua, Tony Bau, Tuwai, Kulini-Sau, Mulivuru, Rawatha and Marabubu. And ball boy running out today, DeAndre Mason, 8 years old. Plants the ball on the halfway stripe, and the teams are on the field for this, the 3rd and 4th playoff match.
Scotty, just to update you too, Ben Ryan walked past me, so I just had a word to him. He said that they were gutted at their performance against South Africa, where they were comprehensively beaten. He said that they got angry. He said he got angry about it, and they're hoping that they can turn the tables and get back on track like how they used to play ahead of that match.
Well, it was uncharacteristic, wasn't it, Christian? South Africa really hustled, really pressed, refused to be intimidated by the size of Fiji, and Fiji's discipline as a result seemed to go out the window.
Yeah, look, England would have watched that game, and that's shown them how to play against this Fiji side. Physically, you get up into their face and try and dominate them, but obviously you want to try and shut down that offloading game that the Fijians are so strong at.
Crowd counts it down, and England kicking off, playing right to left as you watch. Wonderful take at kickoff time from Mulivuru. Now, Pio Tuwai loves to take on the defensive line. He's wrapped up and well tackled too. Wellington, the man who felled him. Virimalua looking wide early, Fiji. That is a beautiful offloading contact. Bibby makes the tackle. Fiji, centre of the park. Kulini-Sau looks wide. Rawatha, get out of the way, he says. 2 wide now. Takes 2 to put him down. Kulini-Sau. Virimalua. Wide ball from him. Looking to outflank this English defensive line. And back is Rawatha. Gets his ball away to Virimalua. Ball over the top to Bibby, who probably wishes he hadn't caught that. Wellington now under pressure. This will be turned over. Referee Rasavinga says play on. Fiji oblige, and the first try goes to Osio Kulini-Sau.
They just got lined up and smashed by that Fijian boys. And then this hand popped out. And in the end, England slipping off the tackle.
7's rugby at its best when Fiji are in this type of mood. They turned the ball over, but then it was the big arms of Virimalua. He looked like Inspector Gadget as he went over the top of that ruck. Got the ball back to his captain, and Fiji strike first.
7 points early in the game. Have a look at this. Rawatha. In fairness to Richard de Carpentier, he's done that to everyone this weekend.
Shoulder to the chin, wasn't it?
Timo Ravobo with the restart. Rodwell competing. And the ball is loose. England need to make sure that they can control the structure of this game. The last thing they need is for Fiji to unleash their offload match. And there is a knock-on.
Yeah, you talk about structure and confidence. And England want to control that. You don't want to give this Fijian side any sort of confidence. When they start to offload, they're very, very dangerous to stop.
Starting to play a similar style to what we saw with New Zealand, where they stand their big men out wide. Kotonoim had to run 50 metres to get to the scrum. He was parked out here on the left-hand flank. He's so big and strong, and that's what they're using and doing differently in this match, is that they're using their big guys to draw in the defence and then to offload.
We saw that first up yesterday with Domololai on one wing. He's marching over the top of the small men. Here's Dan Bibby. Bibby takes it to the line and the pass is lost. Ravovo now. Immediately they distribute. Picked up by Rodwell. Rodwell just tipped up. Yasavita Malua with a crucial ankle tap.
Well, we've seen that in the last game, didn't we? The ankle tap. But he was away, wasn't he? Would have thought he was away. The free run and 40 metres to go.
I would have backed him, Christian, to get there, because he's such a wonderful player for England and for the sport of sevens. He was gone.
That is a play. Those are the things, Willie Lowe, say that Ben Ryan talks about when he talks about attitude. Ravovo immediately looking for Rawatha. Inside ball again. Bibby was there to make the tap. No call on whether that's gone forward, so Alex Gray will set the ruck. Kick ahead. The chase is on. And the bounce. No good for Cameron Cowell. Fiji instead with another chance to attack. 2-1. Frees up the arm. Vision. And it's gone forward.
And you could see that happening, couldn't you? You could see he had seen it himself. And he just had to get himself through that hole and just couldn't release the ball early enough. But look at him looking. He sees him coming.
That's the lines they run, isn't it? That's why they are so special. They don't run into players, they run into the gaps, and they say to the ball player, you find me, I'll find the gap.
Simon Amor, the England head coach and a wonderful captain and player himself. 19 passes completed by Fiji, just 3 for England. Cowell on a rare start here in this big match. Cameron Cowell harassed and dumped. Kalini Sau is on a mission. Tap and go. Great. It's Cowell, and Cowell immediately passes to Davis again. A kick option from England. The bounce is good. Wilson found Gray again on the outside. Has he got enough? No. Kalini Sau tackles. He reaches. Try is awarded.
Well, Alex Davies, I didn't think that was the right option to kick it through, but they got a pretty good bounce. And then just his awareness, he had the pace, he got tackled, but his awareness to know where the try line was when he got tackled, he spun himself around and get it in between the legs.
Yeah, he's done well, hasn't he? I didn't agree with the kick either, Christian, but the rugby ball is such a strange shape that it can bounce any which way, and it seemed to bounce in their favour. They got it back, and Davis reached out to score his 4th try here in the capital and his 9th in his career.
We saw a wonderful kick and chase set up by Tom Mitchell for Dan Bibby earlier in the day. The team's not shy of the kick, but as always in rugby, it's only as good as the chase line. Cowell. And this one has been knocked forward. Fiji with an advantage, which they take. Ravovo hands it back. Big running Kunatani. In fact, it was Kotinibau. And And that one has been dropped, so Fiji making mistakes. Cowell with a good run. Rodwell now frees the arms. Bibby too in the offload, and that one's dropped by Davis. Fiji look to take advantage. On the left-hand side, it's Tuwai again. He is Mr. Offload in this Fijian side. And now the kick and chase for Fiji. No one is home for England. All he has to do is regather, and he does. And Samanatha Ramwatha will go in for Fiji's second.
Oh, that's special. Very, very special for him. Viti Malua, he looked up, and all of the English team was basically in the Fijian backline. So he just put the hoof to it. And look at this, not a white shirt within Kui. And Rawatha just had to control it, gets his 5th try in Wellington. That is class.
Well, what, Ratha, he would have been lonely out there. He was out there all by himself. But it just shows you any mistake made against these Fijian boys, and that's what can happen.
The kick from Rovovo is good. He adds to his personal tally this weekend, and that brings up half-time. Fiji in front, 14 points to 5.
On that defence, fellas. How's the chat going in the middle there?
Yeah, really good. Chat's there, the little chat in and out. Just sometimes make sure we just let that bit more connected.
Excellent. Keep staying connected. Keep talking. I've got the step. I've got the offload. I've got the inside one. Keep on talking. Nobody biting. Staying connected. Staying square. Yep. And they're all coming in front of the ball. We can get them shifting back. And then Solly and Apollo, eh? One more score, game over. Don't make one change, Semi. Save on the wing. Swap, straight wing. Otherwise, that's it. Okay? Oh, kick off. Hey, one last thing.
Two England coaches, two different teams. Ben Ryan reminding his team that they're the ones in control. Bibby having some running repairs.
Well, he's been immense this tournament, though, hasn't he? He's been into everything. He's the sort of guy you want in your team because you know he's going to give it 100% every game.
I can also update you for the England fans that are watching over in the UK. Good morning. Hope you're enjoying your breakfast. Richard de Carpentier was taken down the tunnel just for a concussion test.
Not surprised. It's a big shoulder he headbutted. 14-5 the score.
He's coming back, Scotty. He is walking back to the bench, and not too sure whether he's going to be reintroduced to the game.
Well, you have to think about what stage of the day we're in. It's a 2-point difference between a win and a loss in this game. Player safety paramount with another tournament just a week away.
Yeah, it's a long 7th season, isn't it? So you'd rather be safe.
I'll tell you an update. He just shook his head to the manager, so he ain't going anywhere.
Tom Mitchell finds Bibby, and Bibby one round the corner. This one's been knocked back by Fiji, so they will have control. Tuwai, such a hard man to put down. Hilani Shao operating in midfield, finds Viti Malua, and now Semi Kunatani taken from behind by Murid McConaughey, and the penalty is conceded. Bibby again, up over to the 10-metre line, finds McConaughey. Mitchell whips it across for Waddleton, and now into the hands of Gray, and Gray trying to free the arms. He was held, he had to release.
Release the ball.
You got Tuwai. For Jerry Tuwai. And now Kotini Bow. Again, 3 tacklers required to put the big fella down, but they will concede the penalty.
Well, just a little bit lazy, isn't it? But penalty after penalty.
Yeah.
The flow of this game has staggered a bit. It's slowed down. I'm sure the Fijians won't mind that being up 14-5.
Just the exhaustion too, isn't it? Christian, you've played in plenty of tournaments where the 6th game on the 2nd day, and so the lungs, the body's aching from some of the hits that you've experienced, and now it's just a matter of staying strong mentally.
No one could tackle Christian. Didn't feel it. Bibby ducks under one. And he's released that, so play on as the call. Mitchell now. To hand it to Fiji's defence. It's been fairly sound in this game. Rodwell now, though, finds himself on an outside line. Inside ball, that is a ripper. James Rodwell showing the vision and experience he possesses to set up the skip for the try.
Well, they finally found some space down that left-hand side, and Rodwell thinking he was going to have a go, but the big one-handed pass to Mitchell. And England are back in this game.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Here, the long pass that got it out to Rodwell, and then he backed himself, brought in the sweeper, and then handballed it into Mitchell. Brings them back into the game, just a 2-point difference.
14-12, 4 minutes remaining in this 3rd and 4th playoff. There's Tom Mitchell, now up to 2nd. Nice point scored behind Timoro Volvo for Fiji. The restart is good, and the chase is better. England back in possession. Rodwell looks up, gets through, and finally dropped down, 5 short of the 22-metre line. They go again, England. It's an onslaught. Wellington, his pass goes loose. Isolation, it's a killer in this game. Fiji from inside their own 22. Manoni Sila got his pass away. Too wide, gave it straight back. This is the danger time for England. Fiji with numbers on the left-hand side. Kulinisau frees it up. Gunatani can't get away from the tackle of Mitchell. It needed to be made, but more danger, always, ever present. Jerry Tuwai.
Well, Jerry Tuwai finished that movement off, but it's the ability of the Fijians to offload in the tackle on the ground, find the space. England just couldn't snuffle that ball. And it's great to watch, isn't it?
The ability, Willie Lawsay, to commit the defender and find the support runner. It's been the hallmark of their game.
Tell you one thing that I'm noticing, Scotty, is that teams are now learning that you've got to put them on the ground, and the tackles have been made. So they might trial England, but they've been so gutsy in making sure that tries that Fiji would normally score are not being scored because they're committing their bodies to putting them down.
Ravuvu with a crucial conversion attempt, and it's away. England still in with a chance here. 7 points to level the scores.
Fiji 19, England 12.
I think she's coming on too strong.
Jerry. I don't know.
Maybe a coffee first. You go straight to marriage. Kulinisau found Stormalala, the man we talked about, and his power down that right wing side. He sets the ball. England goes through, but they go through incorrectly. Big chance now for Fiji to finish this game. Tuwai again. There's big P.O. Tuwai with him. Instead he uses the cut, and the cut is fantastic. Can't quite get through the tackle.
Turnover's good.
And Lemert makes the turnover play. That is massive.
He's going forward. Last feet there, please.
Lemert again, and is in goal. No option but to kick away. And Fiji will rebuild out from inside their own half, but only just. Tuwai again. Through the tackle. Offloads, goes to ground, doesn't matter. Always someone there. Kalini Sau with a kick pass out to Kunatani. And a one-on-one. Kunatani can't get away from Bibi, but does find Pio Tuwai. That'll do it. Fiji will take third place.
Yeah, champagne rugby to finish as well, isn't it? The kick across field was the key there, Christian. They controlled the ball, and Pio Tuwai, he deserves a try.
Yeah, they saw the space, didn't they? They couldn't get the pass there, so he decided to kick it. But what we've talked about all game is just their ability to find a man in the tackle to offload like that there. 2 men down from England, space out wide.
Pio Tuwai has been wonderful to watch this weekend. People may talk about the likes of Sonny Bill Williams and his offload game, but Pio Tuwai is a one-man highlight package in that department. Full-time whistle. And Fiji take the third place, 24-12 over England. Let's get some reaction from the match. Let's head sideline.
Yeah, here with Coach Ben Ryan. Ben, not the game that you want to be playing in, but you must be thrilled at the way that you guys bounced back after the disappointment against South Africa.
Yep, definitely happy, you know, and we've got more points than we got this time last year in the same tournaments. But no, I mean that game against South Africa was really disappointing on so many levels. So look, we bounced back, we win in Sydney.
What happened against South Africa?
Well, if we'd scored right at the start, you know, and we just dropped the ball over the line, we had a few things that I wasn't very happy with at the start in that first half, and then, you know, they started to dominate at breakdowns, threw lots of players in from different angles, slowed us down, played a very good game. It seemed to work, and you can't complain when they score 4 tries to zip. You've got to take it on the chin, and we're looking forward to playing them next week, hopefully.
One thing I know that you've worked on is a lot about the discipline, and they lost their discipline there again in that game. So how disappointed were you about that?
I was disappointed that it's two ways as well. It's not just our discipline, it's the opposition's as well. They got away with a lot of things at the breakdown that frustrated us, and when that happens, occasionally it boils over. But our discipline's great. You know, I'll sit down with Paddy next week, we'll go over the game, we'll agree or disagree on some things, and that's the pleasure about the sort of the relationship we have between the referees and the coaches. We learn from each other.
Well, thanks for talking to us. We'll see you in Sydney, and as they say in the beautiful island of Fiji, Vinaka.
Vinaka.